What's up, guys? Chris here with a cigar review. Today we are reviewing the Padron 3000. It is 5.5 inches by 52, so pretty much a Robusto size. Take it out of the cellophane. You can tell this is a little bit yellowed, and that is because I've been resting it since about August. Not intentionally, I just happened to have it in there that long. We have a great wrapper here. Pretty cool band. I was confused a Monte Cristos with this for some reason, just at first glance. Nice wrapper. Pretty invisible seams. Just looks like good construction, which is to be expected of any Padron. Nice neat foot. Looks like a single cap, I guess, on top. And let's cut this sucker. But first, it's a little bit windy out here, and this chair is on a patch of ice. So forgive me if that translates into the video. So take my cheap cutter I just got, 50 for $5. Put her in there and see if it actually works. Alright, that's a decent cut. The wrapper is actually, or the end is actually kind of deformed right there. Feels like a stem, so that is not the fault of the cutter. Yeah, it didn't peel the wrapper back. So anyway, pretty neat. Light this sucker up. Beautiful Raisiny tobacco. Musty kind of, not musty, dusty, I guess, in a good way. It is snowing, and we have 27-mile-an-hour winds. I kind of caught a break, I think. So if I have to go in the garage, I will to get out of the wind. But I didn't want to ruin the lighting because it's dark in there. But anyway, it's like 19 degrees out here, so there we go. Got a consistent jet here. Just about there. I think this thing might be a little wind sensitive too. Little tobacco in my mouth, no big deal. Trying to even out the burn just a little bit. The top is good, the bottom is not. Well, we'll take her as she is. Not a perfect light, but trying to correct. More tobacco. Little bit harsh black pepper. Not harsh, just strong. Leathery, very mild. This is the natural, not the Maduro. Very smooth, of course. It's the most generic word out there for alcohol or cigars or whatever. Tastes like Just again, leathery, raisiny tobacco with black pepper kick. All right, so we got down past the initial light. God, that intro was difficult. Anyway, not gonna redo it though because I can't. The burn has seemed to kind of self-correct. It's getting more and more windy out here, so I may have to step inside the garage. But I'm wearing a giant coat. Makes me look, 300 pounds, but whatever. I'm pairing this with a dark coffee, Starbucks Verona roast, I think. Super dark. Good palate cleanse, and it's warm because it is still snowing out here. Yeah, but there is a hint of sweet creaminess on it. Black pepper still there. It's died down a little bit. Yeah. Not really getting anything else. The leather is there. Yeah. We'll see if it stays the same though. I'm gonna smoke the rest of this first third, and we'll get into the second. Thought I'd show you the ash, about an inch down. Perfect construction, flawless draw, not too tight, not too loose. It is smoking kind of fast, and I've heard that Padrones do that, at least the lower end ones. But that's kind of a good thing. Wind's died down a little bit, so I figured I'd talk about it. Yeah, it is. I have picked up another flavor, a little IPA type bitters. Kind of hoppy, I guess you could say. But yeah, no, perfect cigar to go with coffee. That's what I'm pairing it with. I used to smoke cigars in the evening, and a lot of the time I still do. But I've been getting more and more into morning smoking, which you have to be careful with. Because if you only drink, 5 cups of coffee and smoke, a super strong Ligero cigar, you're going to be throwing up. Caffeine and nicotine are extremely powerful. Picking up a little bit of chocolate. I could be mistaken. Dark chocolate though. But caffeine and nicotine are 2 very powerful productivity drugs, and they are my favorite by far. The nicotine stimulates creativity in your brain, this is my first cigar in 2 weeks. My first full-sized cigar. I had a cigarillo just to test it the other day, but yeah, and it's also just a moment. It can be a relaxation thing too. Just take a moment to relax, hang out, reflect upon your day. I read a quote recently that said 8 hours of work and 1 hour of sheer pleasure can still be balanced. And I would up that to 12 hours of work, 16 hours of work, whatever you have to do. But yeah, you can still have balance if you take 1 hour off a day to enjoy a fine hand-rolled cigar. And I looked for that quote and I couldn't find it, so if anybody knows who said it, let me know in the comments. But I'm going to tap this just because I don't want the ash falling on me. There we go. This is actually not an ashtray, it's a magnetic bowl that Craftsman makes. I picked up a bunch of them when Sears recently closed a store location, or they're in the process of closing, and so everything was super cheap. Yeah, kind of a dark burnt cocoa, I guess. Dark chocolate, burnt cocoa. Still a little bit hoppy. The black pepper has subsided, at least to my taste buds, and I'm not an expert, but you're watching the video for a reason. I would give this 2 thumbs up so far as we transition to the second third here. What's up, guys? Again, the ash is holding on perfectly. We are getting into the final third here, almost. The transition has been from spicier pepper, leather creaminess, to now a little bit of burnt chocolate, like I said, a little bit more woody, maybe oak. I've tasted wood before, but I can't remember. No. Anyway, yeah, great cigar. If I stutter, blame the cold, because my mouth is kind of freezing up, and if you've ever been outside in the winter for a long time, you understand. But I'm pretty good, shivering a little bit, but I didn't wear any gloves. I don't like to smoke with gloves on. I don't know. It's a thing I have. Normally I wear mittens anyway, so. I didn't inhale just then. I held the smoke in my mouth and breathed through my nose because I forgot to take a breath. Yeah, so don't crucify me in the comments for that. Great cigar. Not super, it's not like a Liga Privada No. 9, not like a more expensive Padron. I took a few a few puffs off one, with a dude in college that brought a Padron 50th anniversary, or maybe it was 1926, I think, a super expensive Padron. And that thing was phenomenal, just the smoothness. But yeah, transitioning into more of a darker, more bitter dessert flavor, not bitter in a bad way, like dark chocolate, kind of bitter. And one thing I was going to add, this cigar is extremely mild to retrohale. That is, blow smoke through your nose. Generally, when I'm smoking, I retrohale about every other puff, if not every puff, depending on the cigar, of course. But some are just super harsh on your nose, and they make you super congested. It's kind of an irritant. But I have had no problem retrohaling this. Super mild, and I can taste a lot more of the flavors when I retrohale. That's why people do it. Remember to breathe. Yeah, woodsy chocolate, a little bit bitter, maybe a little coffee in there. I'm drinking coffee, so that could be. But looks like the ash is just about ready to fall off, so we will ash it for the second time. All right. You gotta love it when it doesn't just fall off and you can just have two ash clumps in your ashtray, rather than like a whole mound of ash, like with a short filler or something. But great stick. I would give it, for the money, probably one of my favorites. And I'm not the type of guy that buys a box of cigars very often. I've bought a couple of them just because I got good deals on them or whatever, and I knew I liked them. But I'm very adventurous, especially in, like food. If I go to a restaurant 6 times, chances are I'm ordering something different every single time. Same thing with cigars. I buy a lot of samplers, a lot of singles, because I just like to try them all. And some guys are not like that. That's perfectly fine, buy 10 boxes of whatever you want, but I don't like monotony. I like adventure, and every cigar is a different adventure on your palate. My hands are starting to shake here. A little bit chilly. I think it's down to 19. I think I said that, but perfect day for a cup of hot coffee and cigar. All right, I will catch you as I'm finishing this. The band is still on there. One thing I noticed, and this is just with this cigar, the band actually took a little bit of the wrapper off, if you can see that. And shouldn't affect it too much. It's still got the binder in there. But yeah, I guess I'll slip the band off right now. And I save these. I don't know what to do with them. I've seen guys make tables with them before. You know, put a bunch of cigar bands down and then soak it in like resin. A little bit cold. All right, guys. Burn kind of skewed on me a little bit, but we're getting towards the end. It's windy, and I'm honestly not worried about it. Smoke's heating up a lot. I'm not sure if that's because I'm cold and I'm trying to smoke it fast. Probably is. Taking too many puffs. I'm sure if I just kind of, you know, leisurely smoked this in the summer, I could definitely get another 20 minutes out of it. But we are kind of getting down to the nub. So I'm going to end the review here. Final thoughts. Great cigar. Probably an end of day cigar. Not necessarily a morning smoke, but do what you want. Could be. I'm not really feeling the nicotine effects. I would say mild to medium strength. This is a Connecticut. So yeah, or a natural, I guess. It's not a Padron. I don't know what Padron calls these because it's a dark wrapper. Yeah, so smoke's getting a little hot, turning more bitter, more harsh. That IPA bitterness is still there. Bitter dark chocolate, which is good. Great flavors. Do yourself a favor and go buy one of these, smoke it, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. So yeah, I'll end it here. I gotta go look at a multifamily real estate deal. Catch you next.